Shri Ganapati Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to all to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, puruṣōttamaprāptiyōgaḥ, Yoga of Supreme Person.
अतः पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः पुरुषोत्तमप्राप्तियोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थम् प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्।
Shri Bhagavan said, He who knows the pipala tree in the form of creation, which is said to be imperishable, with its roots in the primeval being God, whose stem is represented by Brahma, the creator, and whose leaves are the Vedas, is a knower of the purport of the Vedas.
अधश्चोर्ध्वम् प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखाः गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके।
Fed by the three gunas and having sense objects for their tender leaves, the branches of the aforesaid tree in the shape of the different orders of creation extend both downwards and upwards, and its roots, which bind the soul according to its actions in the human body, are spread in all regions, higher as well as lower.
न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा।
The nature of this tree of creation does not, on mature thought, turn out what it is represented to be, for it has neither beginning nor end, nor even stability. Therefore, cutting down this pipala tree, which is most firmly rooted with the formidable aches of dispassion.
ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी।
Thereafter, a man should diligently seek for that supreme state, namely God, having attained which they return no more to this world, and having fully resolved that he stands dedicated to that primeval being, God Narayana himself, from whom the flow of this beginningless creation has progressed, he should dwell and meditate upon him.
निर्मानमोहाजितसङ्गदोषाः अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययम् तत्।
They who are free from pride and delusion, who have conquered the evil of attachment and are constantly abiding in God, whose cravings have altogether ceased, and who are completely immune to all pairs of opposites, going by the names of pleasure and pain, and are undeluded, attain that supreme immortal state.
न तद्भासयते सूर्यः न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम.
Neither the sun, nor the moon, nor fire can illumine that supreme self-effulgent state, attaining which they never return to this world. That is my supreme abode.
ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
The eternal Jivatma in this body is a fragment of my own self, and it is that alone which draws around itself the mind and the five senses which abide in Prakriti.
शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्छाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्.
Even as the wind wafts scents from their seat, so too the Jivatma, which is the controller of the body, etc., taking the mind and the senses from the body, which it leaves behind, forthwith migrates to the body which it acquires.
श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते.
It is while dwelling in the senses of hearing, sight, touch, taste, and smell, as well as in the mind, that is, Jivatma enjoys the objects of senses.
उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः.
The ignorant know not the soul departing from or dwelling in the body or enjoying the objects of senses, that is, even when it is connected with the three gunas, only those endowed with the eyes of wisdom are able to realize it.
यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः.
Striving yogis too are able to realize this self enshrined in their heart. The ignorant, however, whose heart has not been purified, know not this self in spite of their best endeavors.
यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्.
The radiance in the sun that illumines the entire world, and that which shines in the moon, and that which shines in the fire too, know that radiance to be mine.
गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः.
And permeating the soil, it is I who support all creatures by my vital energy, and becoming the sapful moon, I nourish all plants.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
taking the form of fire as Vaishwanara, lodged in the body of all creatures and united with the prana exhalation and apana inhalation breaths, prana and apana breaths. It is I who digest and assimilate the four kinds of food.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृतिज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्.
It is I who remain seated in the heart of all creatures as the inner controller of all, and it is I who am the source of memory, knowledge, and the ratiocinative faculty. Again, I am the only object worth knowing through the Vedas. I alone am the origin of Vedanta and the knower of the Vedas too.
द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते.
The perishable and the imperishable too, these are the two kinds of Purushas in this world. Of these, the bodies of all beings are spoken of as the perishable, while the Jivatma or the embodied soul is called imperishable.
उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः.
Yet the Supreme Person is other than these, who, having encompassed all the three worlds, upholds and maintains all, and has been spoken of as the imperishable Lord and the Supreme Spirit.
यस्मात्क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः.
Since I am wholly beyond the perishable world of matter or kshetra, and am superior even to the imperishable soul, Jivatma, hence I am known as the puruṣōttama, the Supreme Self, in the world as well as in the Vedas.
यो मामेवमसम्मूढः जानाति पुरुषोत्तमम् स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत.
Arjuna, the wise man who thus realizes me as the Supreme Person, knowing all, he constantly worships me, the all-pervading Lord, with his whole being.
इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत.
O Arjuna, this most esoteric teaching has thus been imparted by me. Grasping it in essence, man becomes wise and his mission in life is accomplished.
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमप्राप्तियोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः.
Thus, in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, The dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna ends the 15th chapter entitled The Yoga of the Supreme Person.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಶಾರದೆ ದೇವಿ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ ಪುರವಾಸಿನಿ ತ್ವಾಮಹಂ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಯೇ ನಿತ್ಯಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನಂಚ ದೇಹಿಮೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.